What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to FBA Capital. Today I'm bringing you guys another daily range case study, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the daily range of US30. So without further ado, let's get into this chart. So first things first, you guys are going to notice that today was not a normal day. There's a lot of things going on in the world as of right now due to war, due to just a whole bunch of inflation, just a whole bunch of things causing just the economy right now to really start melting. So if you look at this on a daily time frame, the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days, it's just been extremely bearish. And as you can see, right now, within the last 15, 20, 30 minutes, the market has fell about 369.70 points, and it's 10:30 at night. This is not normal, but nonetheless, there's things like this that are going to happen, and there's still ways that you can capitalize on it. So let me get into where you could have caught this trade, and I'm going to show you where I actually got in my trade at this morning, but unfortunately I closed the trade out, so couldn't catch the full move, but it is what it is. But without further ado, let's get right on into it. So first things first, I'm going to mark up the previous day's high, previous day's low, just like this. Now I'm going to get the 12 a.m. open, which is right in here. Then I'm going to get the 8 session range right here. And before we do anything else, before I show you everything, I'm going to show you where I want you to be focusing on. I want you guys to focus on this area right up here, this area here, and then down here too. This is the low of the day. Currently we're just creating more lows. The low is going to keep on being created, but nonetheless I want you to pay attention to these two areas up here, and then I also want you to pay attention to the previous day's high and the previous day's low, because this right here, understanding these two price points is all you honestly would have needed to be able to capitalize on this full entire move right here. This whole entire move. Simply, what am I going to do? I'm going to pull my fib from this high to this low. And if you draw it over, look at this right here. So this first area we have here, price to trade it into. Let's go to a little bit of a higher time frame. Okay, didn't tap into any order blocks. But this area right here tapped into big figure level 33,800. Also, at what time? This was at 4:30 in the morning, so I would say pre-New York, still London session. But where was it at? Above this 12 a.m. open, at a big figure level, at a fib short, creating the high of the day during London session. So we're going to annotate this. So we have the low of the day at 4:30, plus we have a fib short, plus we have, I said that a low of the day, I meant the high of the day. We have the high of the day up here at 4:30 a.m., which is London session. We have the fib short, plus we have the 33,800 big figure level. And we also have above the 12 a.m. open. So what do we know about being above the 12 a.m. open? When we're overall bearish, we're going to be looking for overall sell positions above the 12 a.m. open. And that's ideally what we would like to do. And in this case, if you would have been able to do that, you simply could have been able to catch this move here. Now, where was I at when I got in this trade? I entered right here at 33,800. But you know what happened? Price came down. I got in around right here when price started. Why is it not working? Okay, I guess every time I try to upgrade, it doesn't work. But I got in right here. And then when price started showing a willingness, start breaking highs, and price started going bullish, I closed when price was at a little bit of profit. And then right after, price came all the way down and fell almost, I think, 1,100 points. 1,260 points. And this is just one day, guys. So right in here, this is the ideal trade that you would have wanted to catch. We had the fib short, the 33,800 level above the 12 a.m. open at what time? 9:30. So all of these things played into part. And then what happened? Where did price go? Price overall targeted the previous day's low right down here, and you can see it had this reaction. Now that's not the only thing it did. It targeted big figure level 33,200, and then we had a reaction here at 33,000. I would say 32,800 too, but we're not really getting any reaction there. Kind of just flew through it. So as of right now, it looks like price is going to be reaching for this 32,500 level down here, and is more likely going to come and tap into it before the night's over, in my opinion. So let's annotate all this. So we targeted the previous day's low right here. So this is somewhere you could have used as a potential target. So even though you potentially don't need to catch this whole entire move here, all you need to do is catch a percentage of these moves. There's no need to be able to try to catch these full moves, guys. That's something I need you guys all to realize. All you need is a portion of these big moves. If you were able to catch this move from 33,800 all the way down to, say, 33,400, that's still a 400-point move. That is not a small move. If you use about 50 to 60 point stop losses like I usually do, that's still almost a 1 to 4, 1 to 5 trade on a good day. Personally, I was using about 100 points when I was going short earlier, just because in anticipation that right here, this is the trade idea that I was having. So I got in short here. I wanted about 100 points because I wanted my stop loss to be above this high over here, anticipating that this was going to be the high of the day, and I didn't want to see that tapped into. So even if I would have used that, this is still a 1 to 4.6 trade. And if it would have ran even lower, all the way down to where it is, that's potential 1 to 12 trade that you could potentially caught. And that's crazy. I usually don't catch big moves like this, and today was an example of a day that I unfortunately wasn't able to do it. But nonetheless, there's still things in here that you could capitalize on. So simply having this fib from this previous day's high to previous day's low, trading above the 12 a.m. open, looking for shorts at a big figure level in this fib at a specific time of day is all you would have needed to capitalize on this amazing bearish London continuation. Amazing move. And this happened on NAS 100 also. Very similar moves. And as you can see, price is coming down to this 35,200 level. But I'm also going to annotate this as the low of the day. I'm not going to say any level or anything. But as of right now, this is where price is overall creating this low of the day. So overall, there's not really much here to explain. But now let's look at where you could have potentially got in if you missed this trade. So say, for example, you didn't catch this move at 33,800. What you could have done is simply waited for a potential retracement to where the Asian session low. You could have waited to a retracement right into here. And also you could pull your fib from where we got in at 33,800 to right here. And you see price came very close to it. And even if you didn't use this, you could have used the move all the way at London session's high. Not London session, right up here, 33,800 fib. So as you see, it missed it by a little bit. Let's see if it tapped into that 38.20% level. It tapped into a little bit, but ideally this would have been a nice move to catch, anticipating that it was coming to retrace its overall Asian session low. So came in, retraced into that Asian session low, along with retracing the 33,600 mid big figure level right here. And then from here, price continued to go short. And even if you would have caught this move here, from here, price still dropped about 1,100 points. And you can see price is trading in that 35,200 level, as I anticipated it more than likely would. So let's annotate this also up here. So we had a potential re-entry at 33,600, plus you had the Asian range low retest. So there was two confirmations there in the overall bearish trend where you could potentially look to go short. Now let's go say do a higher time frame, see if there's anything in between here. So you also see that this order block that we had right here, this 30-minute order block, then became a breaker block once price broke through it. And as you can see, that's where price overall traded back into, just like that. So now if you even want to refine it, get the 50% of that breaker block, just like that. And look at that precision. Right into the 50% of that breaker block. So let's have that also. Plus we had that breaker block rejection. And look at the 50% of it. The 50% of that breaker block is right at the Asian session low. Is literally the same thing. Look at that. And you can see price overall from here, then continue to trend downwards. So even though this wasn't above the 12 a.m. open, this is a re-entry. So ideally you wouldn't really need to try to capitalize on that full move. But nonetheless, this is still a move you potentially could have been catching. So without further ado, now let's get the overall schematic of what happened today. So we had price, the Asian session ranged. London session came down, went up, created the high of the day, retraced a little bit, had another push at 9:30. Then from here, price overall dropped off. And this is an overall example of a bearish London continuation move. Just like this. And these are going to be moves that can happen on a daily, weekly basis. It's not always going to be a big move like this, but nonetheless, the setup is going to happen. This setup is going to happen on 1-minute time frames. This setup is going to happen on 5-minute time frames. This setup is going to happen on daily time frames. It's all going to look different, but nonetheless, the setup is what you need to be paying attention to. You need to pay attention to the patterns that it's showing you because they recur. And things like this can happen on a daily basis. So even if you miss this move here at around 12:15, 12:30, you could have been looking to ideally catch a full expansion after that. But nonetheless, this is the overall daily range case study on US30. So without further ado, I'm going to take this screenshot. I'm going to put it in my notes. I'm going to send it in the Telegram. And if you aren't in the Telegram, make sure you join that. I'm active in it every single day. It's a free Telegram group we're currently at 317 members. We're currently active every single day, sending trade ideas. It's overall talking about charts, it's talking about overall the fundamentals that's going on. And that's how I actually knew about the breaking news with the explosions and all the war going on when President Vladimir Putin announced that he made a decision to carry out a special military operation. And that's what's causing the market to move how it is currently right now. And that if you guys just want a community of traders, it's free. Try it out. If you don't like it, you don't need to stay. But without further ado, I'm going to end the video off here. So if you found this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, if you found an insight on how I personally view the market, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you stay motivated by the fear of being average, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for my next trading session in the morning. So I'll see you guys in the morning, and you guys be safe.